before it ended up in the Oval Office. What does this mean going forward for the president and the Republican-led Congress? And are Republicans on Capitol Hill starting to divorce themselves from the White House? Plus, the job numbers this past week show a mixed bag. And are there concerns going forward about the unemployment rate? All this and more ahead on Today in LA Weekend.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra, where current eligible GMC owners get 0% APR with a total value of over $11,500 on this Sierra 1500 model. That's 20% below MSRP.
Now at 7 a.m. on Today in LA Weekend, several lanes of the 5 freeway remain shut down after a shooting. The investigation that's unfolding more than 12 hours later coming up in a live report. Plus, as crews continue to fully extinguish a container ship fire at the Port of LA, we're finally learning what was on board. Those details ahead.
And a drier day is ahead for us with more sunshine as all that rain has continued to pass. Better news for us. We'll help you get ready for travel conditions and a look ahead at Thanksgiving here locally.
You're watching NBC4. Here's what's happening today in LA.
Well, good morning, everyone. Look at this pretty picture. It is Sunday, November 23rd, as we take a live look over downtown LA. Thank you for waking up with us. I'm Michelle Valles. Let's send it on over to meteorologist Kelly Moody, who's in a great mood this morning. Oh my goodness, look at LAX right behind you, though. At least it's great travel weather.
Yeah, it is good travel weather, but yeah, it's definitely still busy even at this hour. What time is it? 7 a.m. straight up. I mean, yeah, everybody's traveling no matter what the hour, but good news is that it is good travel conditions. We're not dealing with the rain and the wind and all the chaos that we've grown so used to. The sun is up. Visibility is great. Right now, 56 degrees at LAX. You might need the jacket before you head out this morning, whether you're staying around town locally or if you're heading out the door. And if you are going to be traveling, let's take a look at what you can expect for those conditions out there. Remember, the storm system that we saw, just because it left us doesn't mean that it's left the area. It's continuing to bring some trouble spots in for Albuquerque into Denver, even heading off toward Texas. Temperatures there in the 50s, 40s farther up to the Pacific Northwest, where we are seeing a bit of that additional precipitation as well. 70s this morning, or rather this afternoon in Dallas, 80s for Houston. A little bit warmer there, and of course warmer out toward Florida in the 80s as well. If you're traveling on Monday, again expecting to see a bit of a wintry mix of precipitation heading in for the Pacific Northwest in toward Idaho and Montana, and more of that rain spreading on out toward Kansas City through Dallas and Houston over the next couple of days. Our temperatures are going to be looking just fine, warming up to the lower end of the 70s over the next couple of days. Some spots I've even been looking at could be up in the 80s by the middle of this upcoming week. But there are a few snags along the way. We've got some fog to talk about over the next couple of days, and we'll of course still be dealing with some weak Santa Ana. So I'll give you a look at what we can expect coming up in the next few minutes. Michelle?
Kelly, thank you. An hours-long manhunt in Burbank has ended after a police shooting involving an armed man last night, and it started with a traffic stop, ultimately ending with the death of a police canine and the man police were looking for. NBC4's Annette Ariola live in Burbank with the new updates overnight, including the freeway closure. Annette, good morning.
Hey there, good morning to you, Michelle. Yeah, police have been on scene now for over 12 hours. The Buena Vista Street exit right off the 5 freeway northbound remains closed as they continue their investigation. It has been a long night for Burbank police as they lost their beloved canine Spike, and also some very tense moments for those officers that confronted the armed gunman. Now, we do want to warn our viewers at home that the video that you're about to see and hear may be disturbing to some. Take a look. A hail of bullets ringing out as officers exchanged gunfire with the suspect last night. Burbank police say this all started just after 6:30 p.m. when they were conducting a traffic stop in the 2400 block of Buena Vista Street near the 5 freeway. That's when the passenger ran out of the vehicle and up the freeway on-ramp. He then jumped over the freeway embankment wall into a nearby neighborhood. Officers coordinated an extensive search with the SWAT units. They even called out a helicopter and the police canine. Now, the canine found the armed man. Police say the man fired multiple shots, hitting the dog before running off. Police say they then spotted the man hiding in some rough terrain along the freeway. They called out crisis negotiators to try to get him to come out. They say the gunman ultimately started firing off at officers. That's when the officers shot back and struck him. That man died at the scene. Now, Burbank police has released these photos here of their beloved canine Spike, who they say courageously gave his life in the line of duty. They describe Spike as an intelligent and devoted partner, known for his gentle nature off duty and his tenacity and dedication while serving. So again, a huge loss for the department. Now, in terms of the investigation, as we said, this is active and ongoing. You will see some freeway closures along the 5 freeway northbound. We're still waiting to hear more about the suspect. His name, his identity has yet to be released. That is the very latest. Reporting live this morning from Burbank, I'm Annette Arriola for Today in LA. Michelle, send it back to you.
Annette, thank you. It's been a long firefight surrounding a container ship fire aboard a cargo ship in San Pedro. We now know some of the containers contained hazardous materials at the time. At around 6:30 Friday night, more than 100 firefighters responded to an electrical fire on the ship. Up to 100 containers were on fire or compromised. Multiple agencies worked throughout the night and the last couple nights, actually, to get the flames under control. And that included moving the ship beyond the Vincent Thomas Bridge. The LA Fire Department is calling it a historic process.
Our firefighters, they worked for 10 hours straight. This was an arduous fight where they had to be wearing self-contained breathing apparatus. Many of them changed this out 3 different times.
The good news, no one was hurt. A salvage crew specializing in shipboard firefighting has now taken over. Still ahead on Today in LA Weekend, a huge sign of recovery from the Eaton fire. Nearly